Which pathways can we take at the crossroads? All right, hi, I'm Thomas, and welcome to my channel. I create and distribute educational products, and if you learned something from this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I specialize in the tree of life, which is this thing here. You can see that you may have seen this before and recognize it as the Hebrew Kabbalah. It's the same diagram, but it's a different interpretation. The tree of life is like an ancient Egyptian thing, and I've taken aspects of that and aspects that are original and probably some other aspects too, and kind of put them all together into my own interpretation of the tree. And I've also expanded this model into another dimension. So as you see, the tree of life has 10 different spheres, plus also the abyss here, and then a 0 above the sphere. They're numbered 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, abyss, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's a total of 12 categories. And these 12 categories are basically our 12 faculties of consciousness. Now, when I extend this to another dimension, that means 12 by 12. So 144 different fractal faculties of consciousness, which I would also call stages of life, history, cosmology, spirituality, and really all things consciousness. And so that is my model. I call it the MASSTree. And you can please, if you're interested, click the link below in the description if you'd like me to send you a free copy of the guide to the 144 fractal faculties, phases or stages of life, spirituality, history, and cosmology annotated. So it's really just kind of like a short version of the whole model. And I present the model, I'll be presenting the model in videos here, numbering them and identifying them and then going through them a little bit. The tree of life is a great thing. I discovered it about 25 years ago, and since then it's really been my go-to as far as organizing my spiritual path. Everything, all the crazy esoteric stuff that I've learned and lived has gone into my consciousness, and once I learned the tree, it really organized it. The tree is it's an elaborate mnemonic device, and it just helps you to organize information that you already have, and you place it in these various aspects of the tree. Each one of them is a faculty of consciousness. So you have, 10 is like our instinct or our survival, our animal consciousness. This is really our domestic instinct, is what we're learning as we're growing up. And we learn to copy and mimic, be very, very receptive to and copy and mimic the people that are raising us. The A sphere is somewhat similar, but it's in the public sphere. So it's our public consciousness, the consensus worldview. This is our faculty of imagination, creative spark. And this is our faculty of free will, ability to make decisions and pay attention. We've got 5, our sense of justice. This is our sense of natural law, universal law, language, and love. The abyss is our psychic powers, our ability to recognize and act on omens. 3, 2, and 1 are really like our divine faculties. So 3 has to do with omnipotence, all powerful. 2 is omniscience, all knowing. And 1 is all omnipresence, everything, all at once, eternally. And then the 0 above the tree is just everything is ultimately, no matter how much you know about the tree or anything else, everything is a mystery. So that's kind of the short version of how to understand the tree. And then, so in this video, I'm going to be focusing on this question: which pathways can we take at the crossroads? So the crossroads, crossroads situation is stage number 41. So stage number 41 is within the seventh sphere. So in order to do the fractal faculties, what I've basically done is taken each sphere and superimposed the whole tree on each sphere. So you imagine superimposing this whole tree in miniature on this sphere or on that sphere, all of them. Each one of them has a whole tree superimposed on it. And in this case, we're talking a crossroads situation. We're talking about the seventh sphere, and then within the seventh sphere, when we place the whole tree on it, we're talking about the sixth sphere. So in the terminology I use, we're basically talking about the sixth fractal of the seventh sphere. That is what crossroads situation is. Sixth fractal of the seventh sphere. So it has elements of both the sixth and the seventh sphere. Sometimes you can think of that in terms of noun and verb. So the seventh sphere in this case is really the noun, and the sixth sphere is the verb. So what we end up with, at least according to my calculations, is the crossroads situation. Stage number 41 is about deciding between good and evil. Good is harder, uphill, against the grain, and requires a sacrifice of our animalistic urges. So crossroads situation, we are using our free will our decision making to decide between good and evil. And good and evil is a different kind of decision. A lot of the decisions we make in our lives are more mundane decisions where we have several different options of things to choose. But when it's between good and evil, there's only two. There's two choices. It's either good or it's evil. And so let's see, where do we begin here? Original sin was our fall in consciousness through the belief in two powers, good and evil. But God is good only. Evil enters when we disobey and take the easy way out at a crossroads. Call it Satan if you want. We inherited this evil legacy, so now we have to change the legacy to make things right. Evil enters whenever we refuse to exercise our free will, to curb our animal urges when they conflict with conscience or principle. A Manichaean choice, a Manichaean struggle between good and evil. Only two options, while other choices in life have many more. Evil is following biology, desire, even though it conflicts with our own intrinsic code of ethics, our conscience. Good or evil, split pathways, our choice, fork in the road, down to the crossroads, then up into ethics, up into the spiritual world, up into conscience. Can be a tall order, but I can at least start by choosing good in the smaller things, at minor crossroads, to gain confidence. Then I can stalk the bigger issues. It all sounds so woo-woo. If I just plug myself into the system, life becomes so much easier. No need to reinvent the wheel when everything has already been done for us, right? Well, but it's more like everything already has been done against us. When the status quo actively promotes evil, it's not doing so good just plugging into the system, is it? In order to do good, we must go up into ethics, up into spirit, It's not good enough to defer to the experts about ethics. We must find a higher level of ethics that comes from the inside, the conscience over the right shoulder, not the beast over the left shoulder, which is the residue of our animal urges, that is there to be sacrificed by free will choice. We have to dig ourselves out. We have to climb out to make a positive choice, make a positive change. There is only one option, one way out. We must go up, 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 up. When confronted with a crossroads situation, always choose the harder option, the uphill option. Go against the grain, go against the current, go against the wind, go against the tide. The ethical pathways always go up and to the right, to the light. Sacrifice our animal urges. Evil is taking the easy way out, so choose to go up. All right. Well, so that is kind of your short version on the stage number 41, Crossroads situation. That is just one of 144 different fractal faculties that I will be presenting on this channel. And again, that one was within the seventh fractal, the sixth fractal of the seventh sphere. So you superimpose the whole tree on the seventh sphere, and then you find the sixth sphere within the seventh sphere, the sixth fractal faculty within the seventh sphere faculty. And that is the crossroads situation. So if you'd like to kind of play at home, I will send you out a free copy of my 144 fractal faculties annotated, just the short version of it. And that way, as you watch videos from me, you can kind of keep track of which one is which, and look at your progress as you go through. And you can send me comments about how you think that a particular stage should have elements of X or Y, or how you think about it, or if you've had experiences that are very similar to that stage, or anything that you'd like to comment. This work is intended to be a community crowdsourcing endeavor, and I need input from everybody in order to really make this work. So please consider commenting, and definitely click the link below to get that free copy from me, and also like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.